Hi, I'm Jaleesa Hatchett, the founder of Energetically You, and I am so excited to be here today. This is the third day and getting down to the final few presenters in this global summit, and I am so excited to be a part of it. Today, I really want to
Hi,
talk about.
Jaleesa.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. I think you have already started your presentation from the back end. We didn't start your session. You need to start from the beginning. So before you start your presentation, I need to give some introduction to the audience about you.
Oh, so we're not live yet. Okay.
Now we are live. Yes.
Oh, we are. Okay. Sorry.
How are you?
I'm great.
So I think you are so excited. I can see that in your I've already started your presentation. So before getting into the presentation, I would like to introduce you to the audience, who you are, your achievements, accomplishments. Yes. So welcome on stage, Jaleesa Hatchett. She is the face behind energetically you. She is a mama to two teenagers, a wife, a daughter, an aunt named Geisha, and a friend to many. She is passionate about helping others discover how to raise their energy in this world. Energetically, you is all about helping individuals have the tools available to them to create stillness and inner peace even in the midst of life chaos. Sh- She is a certified health coach and positive psychology practitioner. Jaleesa is also certified in mindfulness meditation and chakra balancing. She is excited to speak about women's wellness at our 2024 Future Women's Global Rising Summit. Get ready to be inspired, empowered, and connected with influential women leaders from around the world. Don't miss this opportunity to be part of a transformative event that celebrates the strength and potential of women in leadership. Wow, that's really powerful introduction. So yes, the stage is all yours. Good luck.
Thank you. Yes, like she said earlier, I clearly was energetic because I started right away. So thank you for that introduction, and I'm super excited to be here with all of you. And like she said, I am going to be talking about women's wellness, and there's so many different avenues to wellness in general. And for women, I just think that we carry a lot of roles in life, and the saying "you can't pour from an empty cup" is absolutely true. Um, we have to take care of ourselves so that then we have enough to give to all the different people that we're responsible for in life. And so today, that's kind of what I want to talk about. The things that I'm choosing to focus on today are all backed by science. They're effective, and yet they don't take a lot of time because, like we just said, we already are juggling lots of things. And we don't need to add too much more to our plate that's going to be time consuming. So the things I've focused on today honestly don't take a lot of time. So let's get started talking about learning ways to elevate your energy. So again, it's basically just we need to discover what it is we need to focus on that's going to have us having the energy to pour out to all the other people that we're responsible for in life. So today, the four things I really want to talk about are our chakras, which are basically just energy centers in your body. We have 7 of these. Life wave patches, daily meditation, and what does that look like? And then healthy eating and hydration. So just 4 little key areas that really can make a major difference in your overall wellness. This right here is my chakra quiz that my team and I spent multiple months putting together. So I'm going to leave this QR code up for a second so that you can scan it and you can take this test at a later time. You can also find it on my website, which is energeticallyu.com. It's always there. And the information that you get will be emailed directly to you with a much broader list of helpful tips, but some of them we're going to talk about today. So again, this is the chakra quiz. Hopefully you've had a chance to scan that QR code. So what is a chakra? Maybe you've never even heard that term before. And actually it's just, it's a wheel, it's a circle. It's just a another fancy word for it. And we have 7 of these. And as you can see in this image, they run basically up our spinal column. And each one of them is related to different organs and nerves in our body. And when we're feeling great and they're all in alignment, life is good. We don't really have any complaints, all is well. But unfortunately, in today's society, with all the things that we do have to navigate, sometimes things get out of alignment. And over time, if we're not doing things to bring them back into balance, it really can start to show up both physically and emotionally. So we need to know some easy ways to get these energy centers back in balance. And the things I'm going to share today, like I said, are all scientifically proven. They are effective and they don't take a lot of time. So we're going to start with our base chakra, which is your root chakra. Again, I'm going to go back. We're going to start at the bottom. So this is the red chakra at the bottom, and we'll be moving up in the energy centers. So one of the most effective things that you can do is listen to Hertz frequency 396. If you're not familiar with Hertz frequencies, I like to talk about it. It's kind of like spa music. It's very zen in nature. There's no words, so it's acoustic, and it's just really relaxing. So you can find these on, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, really anywhere. You can Google them and find them. On my website, I actually have an already downloaded Spotify list of all of the Hertz frequencies for the 7 chakras, as well as the modern day songs. So again, if like Zen music is not your thing and you want to listen to, a modern day song, something that you hear on the radio, a great song for your root chakra is called Lean on Me. And then an affirmation that is great for this chakra is I am loved and supported. I'm not sure if you're familiar with affirmations, but this is something that absolutely makes a difference, especially when you're saying it to yourself day in and day out. We're really only responsible for 5% of our thoughts. 95% of the 95% of the time, everything is happening subconsciously. So we're not even really aware of the things that are like rolling around in our head. So it's super important in that 5% when we are making a conscious choice of what we're thinking about and what we're doing, that we're doing things that are going to benefit us. So saying an affirmation like this to yourself, I am loved and supported. If you say that day in and day out, it just kind of becomes ingrained in you. So then these are the kind of thoughts that you're having on a subconscious level, which is what we want, right? We all want to think better things about ourselves. The color that is associated with your root chakra is red. And then this yoga pose is actually very, very beneficial for your root chakra. And again, listening to a song, that takes like a minute. The same for the Hertz frequency. And saying an affirmation, it literally takes like 10 seconds. But yet these things really do work. And what I love about the color is nobody else knows why you're wearing whatever you're wearing. Say you choose a red shirt or you paint your fingernails red or you're wearing red lipstick. Nobody knows why you're wearing it, but you do. You made a conscious choice that day to put on something red because you want to feel grounded in who you are and what you stand for. And when you walk out of your house knowing that, every encounter that you have that day is different. So that's really why I like to include the color. So moving up the chain, next, this is your sacral chakra, and the Hertz frequency that's associated with it is 417. The modern day song is Hips Don't Lie. This energy center has a lot to do with your sexual organs. So Hips Don't Lie is a great song for this chakra. The affirmation is I allow my emotions to flow through me in a healthy way. This, sometimes it's really hard for females. We can get stuck in the same emotions and we just feel like we're on a hamster wheel and we can never address the things and move forward. So when we can learn to do that, super, super healthy for us. And the color that's associated with this chakra is orange. And our third energy center is our solar plexus. This Hertz frequency is 528. The modern day song is On Top of the World. It's interesting, the solar plexus tends to be out in a lot of women. It has a lot to do with our confidence. If you're second guessing yourself a lot, you have trouble making decisions, more than likely you have an imbalance in this chakra. The affirmation is, I am confident in all that I do. And that is a great one to say to yourself every morning. The color is yellow. And then this pose is really beneficial, this yoga pose. And you can do it on both legs. And again, these are things that they don't take a lot of time, but yet they're very effective. The next energy center, this is your heart chakra, and this is the center one of the 7. So the 3 bottom ones are really related more to your body, and the top 3 are related more with your mind, and your heart is the center that kind of connects your body and your mind together. The Hertz frequency here is 639. The modern day song is Look for the Good. The affirmation is, I love and appreciate myself just as I am. That's a really big deal, especially for women. I feel like we're always, when this happens, if I lose 5 pounds, when I get this job, all will be right in the world. But learning to be happy in who you are in the moment, even if you're working toward other things, being secure in who you are, it's really important. The affirmation is, I love and appreciate myself just as I am, which is what we were just talking about. And then the color is green. Sometimes people say pink with the heart chakra, but most of the time it's green. And then this particular yoga pose is a heart opener. So, and your heart's actually on the front and the back. So it's like expanding your whole chest is really good for your heart chakra. And even if you can't bend all the way over and your hands touch your heels, even if you're putting your hands just on your back, but you're leaning back and you're expanding this part of your chest, it's a really good heart opener. So it's beneficial even if you can't do the full pose. The next energy center is your throat chakra, and the Hertz frequency is 741. The modern day song is Secrets. The affirmation is, I find creative ways to express myself. And then the color is blue. And again, even if you can't do this inversion, doing it against the wall is still beneficial. It's basically, getting your legs above your heart for this one is really good. The next energy center is your third eye chakra, which is located in between your eyes right here in the center. The Hertz frequency is 852. The modern day song is Overthinker. The affirmation is, I see and think clearly, and the color is indigo. And then this particular yoga pose, it's like downward dog. It's called dolphin. You're just on your forearms. It's really interesting that the top 3 that have to do with your mind, they all are some version of an inversion. And the final energy center is your crown chakra, which is located at the top of your head. It's Hertz frequency 963. The modern day song is Somewhere Over the Rainbow. The affirmation is, I am fully awake and alive in the present moment. And this is something that I feel, again, a lot of people struggle with being present in the moment. You're either thinking about something that happened or thinking about something that's going to happen, and you're constantly just not really stopping and being present where you are. So even right now, hopefully you're tuned in and you're engaging with me, and you're not, on your phone and doing 2 or 3 other things at the same time. It's learning to be present where you are makes a difference. And then the color is purple. And then here's the yoga pose for this. And like I said, when you do the quiz to find out where you have an imbalance in your body, you'll get a much more detailed email sent to you with tips and tricks to help you get things back in balance, because the body is always looking for harmony. It wants that. And sometimes we just don't know like what to do. And so we need like a game plan. So taking this test and kind of knowing where you have an imbalance and what to do to get you back in line makes such a difference. The second thing that I had said I wanted to talk about is LifeWave patches. I don't know if you're familiar with these, but they look like these little circles in the back. They're just little stickers. And what I love about them is they're completely holistic. There's no drug or stimulants. It's just a little sticker that you put on your body. And it's like therapy. We all everything in life vibrates at a certain frequency. And again, it's like when we get out of alignment, things aren't vibing at the right frequency. And these patches just kind of help re-energize us. They're building back up the things that we just kind of tend to lose as we age. Everything just starts to run a little slower. The X39, which is the patch that's in the back, that one is scientifically been proven to reset over 4,000 genes in our body, helps turn back the time, turn back the clock as far as aging when it has to do with elasticity, collagen production, better sleep. This one even does things, apoptosis, which is like killing of bad cells in your body, cancer cells. It can go in and find them. These are fascinating. And I've been an affiliate with this program for over a year. And the things that you read and see from people, it's incredible. And again, it takes 2 seconds in the morning to put one of these on and you go about your day. You can wear them under your clothes. And where you put these, actually, you're putting them on acupressure points in your body, which again correlate to your chakras in different organs and energy centers in your body. So even when you take the chakra quiz, depending on where you have an imbalance, it'll recommend a particular LifeWave patch for you based on where you have an imbalance. The one right below the X39, that's glutathione, if you can see that one, this yellow one, that's somebody, say you're sick quite often, your immune system is always down. This helps beef up the antioxidants in your body. The carnosine is great for if you have muscle pain. They all do different things. The Aeon patch is kind of known as the happy patch. It helps with depression. It helps increase the dopamine production that your body can make. So they're really, really interesting. It's just the same picture. And then the third thing I'm going to talk about is daily meditation and what does that look like? I think a lot of times when people hear the word meditation, they get scared and they think, oh, what is that? And honestly, the coolest thing about meditation is it can be whatever you want it to be. You create your world. So whatever brings you harmony and helps center you on a daily basis, that's what you need to do. It doesn't have to look like this image of the lady sitting in a yoga pose with a mantra. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. It could be listening to, a hertz frequency that you need for yourself. It could be spending time with the Lord. It could be, going for a walk, getting out in nature. It's whatever you want it to be. There are days that this is what I do, and I do sit like this. There are other days that I get outside in nature and I go for a walk and I listen. I'm present in the moment. I listen to the birds chirping. I'll listen to, the modern day song, On Top of the World, which is for your sacral chakra, which is one that a lot of women struggle with. So it's helping boost my confidence for the day. I personally also have been listening to a meditation app called The Calm for over 6 years. Doesn't take but like 7 minutes. So some days I do sit with my eyes closed and listen. Other days I'm listening to it while I'm putting on my makeup or after I've dropped my kids off at school and it's quiet time in the car. I'm driving and listening, actively listening to the daily calm. All of those work. All of them are beneficial, and I don't necessarily do the same thing every day, but I do some version of a meditating every day. And I've been doing that, like I said, for over 6 years, and it really does change the chemistry in your brain when you're focusing on yourself and you're focusing on things to help you feel better so that you show up better for all the people in your life. So these are just some of the things I just talked about. Again, you pick what makes you happy. Just take some time to reflect on, where do you feel the best? Is it listening to the ocean? Maybe you can't get to the beach all the time, but you can find an app and you can listen to waves crashing. Maybe that's your meditation. You get to create what makes you happy. And then healthy eating and hydration. And what does that look like? I am a big proponent of keeping your blood sugar stable. When you eat every 2 to 3 hours, it doesn't cause a spike in your blood sugar. And the way that you do this is by eating low glycemic foods. If that's not something you're familiar with, a quick Google search will give you a whole list of low glycemic foods. And this applies across the board, whether you're eating meat, vegetables, fruit, everything is ranked. And you always want to eat from the lowest glycemic category because it's the most beneficial in keeping everything steady. You don't have a spike in your insulin. It really is life-changing. There's so much research behind it for living longer, for reducing your risk for different types of diseases. It's just, and it's not like a limited diet. I myself have been following this type of eating for over 5 years, and I never feel like I'm eating the same thing day in and day out. Plenty of things. And even when you look them up, like the list, there's the best low glycemic foods. And then there's intermediate, and then obviously the highest glycemic index, which they're color coded. So it's like green, orange, red. The green food, you can eat those every day. They're low glycemic. The intermediate foods you want to have occasionally, but that's not where you want to pick your food from every day. And then the highest glycemic, that should be like a special occasion. And if you can learn to incorporate that into your life, it really is beneficial. It applies really to children too. My whole family eats this way. And then the same, well, you can also eat based on your chakra imbalances, which a lot of that is color related. So the root chakra is eating like more root vegetables as well as things that are red in color. So strawberries, red bell peppers, tomatoes. And again, all of this is in the email that you would get once you take the quiz. And then I always like to point out that the more fresh food that you can eat, the better, across the board with fruits, vegetables, and meat. The cleaner it is, truly, the better it is for your body. And then hydration. What does that look like? The more water you can drink, the better. The rule of thumb is you take your body weight and divide by 2, and whatever that is in ounces, that's how many ounces of water you should strive to drink per day. On average, we lose 96 ounces of fluid a day just from breathing, sweating, urinating. And if we're not even consuming that on a daily basis, you can see how most people are walking around a little dehydrated. And even when you're drinking water, just plain water sometimes is not enough because we've been deficient for a while. So we need to supplement with electrolytes, and there's lots of different brands of these. One of my favorites is called Relight, and another great one is Ultima, but it's truly just the 6 minerals that our body needs, and they come in lots of flavors. You can put them in your water, but they're clean. There's no colors, no artificial flavors, all the things, just straight up minerals. But I usually do that in my water like twice a day. And then obviously the less sodas and things you drink, the better. So a lot of times I tell people, once you get in your water count for the day, then maybe have a glass of tea or whatever it is, your vice, whatever that is. It's also good first thing in the morning to drink water before you consume coffee. Coffee, and I do drink coffee. I do like it. But first thing in the morning, it has a tendency to even make you more dehydrated. So it's important to drink water, even just, 1 glass, 8 ounces. Squeeze some fresh lemon in it. You could drink it hot. But consuming water prior to a caffeinated beverage on a daily basis it would help you for sure. And I am going to stay right here and show you. Um, Hopefully, you picked up 1 or 2 tricks today already that you're like, oh, I'm going to try to implement that. If you would like to follow me, we're on Instagram at energeticallyu_Jaleesa. I'm on Facebook as Energetically You. I mentioned earlier the website, which is energeticallyu.com. That's where the chakra quiz is, in case you didn't take it earlier. There's also a 5-element quiz, which digs deeper into like learning more about you and what you're governed by. That's based more on traditional Chinese medicine, but it's super fascinating. It'll recommend different yoga stretches for you, again, different foods based on what governs your body. It's really, really fascinating. The human body is amazing. And it's always wanting to heal and perform for us. We just have to know how to tweak things um, to get our body doing its absolute best. And I think that is all of the time I have. I think if there are any questions, this is when that part is about to start. So if you put anything in the chat, I'm definitely going to do my best to try to answer it. I am not super techie, but I will try. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jaleesa, for the wonderful speech. So we do have a question from our audience. Here is the question. What are some simple ways people can raise their energy levels during stressful time?
Taking a deep breath. Our body in general, just in the world today, everybody seems to be more in a fight or flight type environment. If you find that your shoulders are up around your ears a lot, you're not breathing enough, and you're definitely not getting oxygen to all of us. And our whole body needs oxygen to function properly. So what's super important is learning how to get your body back in a parasympathetic state. And by doing that, when you breathe, you need your exhale to be longer than your inhale. So, say you inhale for 2 counts, you want to exhale for a count of 4. And it can be breathing in and out through your nose, in through your nose, out through your mouth. You can do in and out through your mouth. It doesn't matter as long as the exhale is longer than the inhale. That is a very quick way to help kind of calm your body down when you do feel anxious. There's also acupressure points that you can use that help with anxiety. And all of those things are on my website. Listening to calming music is a good one. Connecting to the Lord is a good one. Those are all really good at helping calm you. Thank you for the question.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for your answer. And yes, let's do 3 times inhale and exhale then.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like flowing something from your body and making you relax from the mind. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your valuable answer. Definitely, I'll do these things on my daily basis. I will add this. Thank you. Thank you for joining this Global Virtual Summit 2024. And have a great day. Bye bye.
Thank you. You too.